Hey, Leo, intuitive soul coach here with your March 2022 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we're going to dive into the collective energy of Leo and take a look at all things related to love. Whether you are single, maybe you are partnered up currently, or maybe you are just going through a separation emotionally or physically, we'll take a look at it all, Leo. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into that free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so we're going to dive into your past energy here, Leo. We do have the heart showing up. So we have love and relationships showing up for you in the recent past. Now, this can be the distant past as well, the last 6 weeks, the last 6 months, but I feel like you had love and relationships on your mind. You may have gotten into a new relationship, or you may have ended a cycle that you were going through in the past here, because in the present moment, we do have slow progress with the cart. So what this tells me is whether you are single or partnered up, there have been a little bit of a challenging or stalled energy regarding your love. So Leo, I feel like you are figuring out how to move through some obstacles at this time, but I really love what's coming in for you because you have the pine cone, which is about a spiritual realization here. So you're realizing that I feel in the past a very important soul contract, maybe it was twin flame, maybe it was soulmate energy, came into your life to teach you some deep spiritual lessons about yourself and about others. So again, whether you are currently with this person or if this is just a relationship that, again, had ended in the past, you're really coming up with some great spiritual realizations in the future, even though things may have been going a little slower than you would have liked. But let's take a look and dive into your reading with the heart of the matter. What is the heart of the matter here for Leo in the month of March? We have the Star card. I love this. This is the card of healing, but it's also the card of hope. Usually the Star card comes after a Tower moment. So there may have been a disruption regarding love or regarding relationships in your past energy here. So when the Star shows up, there's a renewal type of energy here. This is about inspiration, healing, self-care, self-love, and growth, but it's also about dreams coming true. So I finally feel like this slow progress that you've been feeling for quite a while, there's something coming in here that's going to... It's going to be like an awakening, an aha moment. I'm getting Ace of Swords energy for you showing up, but let's clarify the Star. Spirit, can you please clarify the Star showing up here in the current energy for Leo? There's healing. Even if you are in a relationship currently, I feel like you are going through a phase at this time where you both are working to try to heal something because you know that this person is supposed to be in your life for a reason. And you have the transformation card showing up. This is about death and rebirth. It is about getting rid of an old cycle and turning a new page, starting a new chapter here. So the death card is about transformations. There's a cycle here, possibly a karmic cycle. It could be a soulmate contract or even a twin flame contract that is either coming to an end, but mostly I feel like it's more coming to a shift versus an end. So even if you are currently single, there's something transforming within yourself. If you are in a relationship that you want to continue on, I feel like you're breaking some cycles, some patterns that may have been interfering in the past. So let's take a look and see what challenges, Leo, may be showing up your way and how we can help you navigate through them. What do we have here for Leo? We have the Fool card. Okay, so you want a new beginning. You definitely want to take a leap of faith. You want a chance at love. But I feel like you don't want to get yourself into a situation where it's going to be the same repetitive patterns. You don't want to meet the same kind of people. You don't want to do the same thing that you've been doing over and over again. You don't want to be fooled into situations that you felt were for your highest good, and I feel they were as well, but there was some growing and pain that you may have endured from the past here. But the challenge is this brand new beginning coming in for you. I do see a spiritual awakening, but it may be even towards the end of March, even into the beginning of April, where you'll finally see some things really starting to shift regarding your love life. So let's take a look here and clarify, Leo. The Fool. Yeah, Judgment. This is the card of karma. This is the card of a reckoning. It's a second chance. Again, they are giving me karma, even though it's not necessarily the justice card, but I feel like a karmic cycle is coming to an end, like I was saying earlier. So the Judgment card is making sure you are not judging yourself too strongly, not judging others, but also it's about forgiveness. So I feel like you are making amends with situations that have happened for you in the past. Even if this was 6 years ago, or if this was 60 years ago, whatever this is for you, the universe is coming in here saying, it's time to forgive. It's time to move forward. It's time to step into a second chance at doing something over again, but differently this time around. But taking what you have gained, taking the wisdom, the lessons, the experiences, Leo, and using it for good. And I feel like you certainly will be. I know there will be a new beginning coming in for you, but because you do have this slow progress, it's just taking a lot of time to either heal from a past situation, or it's taking a lot of time to attract the love that you truly desire here. Let's take a look and see what is below you, Leo. What is below Leo? What's the foundation here? Ace of Cups. Okay. Love. And that could be that recent past here as well. The Ace of Cups is about new love opportunities. You are ready to open your heart up, Leo. You've been focusing on self-love, I feel, for quite some time. I feel like you want an abundance in love. You want to feel emotionally satisfied. Therefore, that is why you're doing the healing work. That is why you are trying to open up to these new beginnings. You're wanting to take a chance on not only love, but take a chance on yourself as well. A lot of you have been doing the inner work is what I'm hearing here. But the Ace of Cups energy showing up does talk about a new opportunity coming in after a time of healing that needed to be done here. Let's take a look and clarify this Ace of Cups for Leo. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you want somebody that's going to equally give and take to this union. You may have been in relationships, Leo, in the past where somebody always took, or somebody always gave. Maybe you were the giver, maybe you were the taker. But this talks about equality. It talks about generosity. It talks about two-way abundance. And I feel like if you were somebody may have been resisting a relationship here in the past, or somebody may have been pushing against it. Maybe they were afraid of stepping fully into a union, but I feel like you, underneath it all, will attract this equal two-way abundance between the both of you. There will be an equal give and take. They're telling me that somebody that you may have been really nurturing or trying to take care of somebody here that needed healing. Maybe you were the one needed healing, and maybe you came together due to trauma bonding. But let's take a look here and see what's going on in your recent past. How would you like this, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so in the recent past, we have the Two of Swords. A major decision needed to be made here in the past. And I feel like it may have been painful. It may have been a difficult decision, because the Two of Swords is the energy of being between a rock and a hard place, being at a crossroads, not quite sure which action to take here, but knowing that an action does need to be taken. I feel like you knew, but you weren't ready for something here. Let's clarify and see what this was for you, Leo. Let's take a look here. Again, you knew, but you weren't quite ready to either hear something. Somebody may have cut you out, is what I'm sensing as well, or somebody just was not putting in the effort, the attention, the energy. But your beautiful heart wants love, wants to attract that energy of love. King of Swords. Yeah, somebody went cold. Okay, King of Swords can be a little bit cold. He can be manipulative at times, certainly narcissistic here. The King of Swords uses his knowledge to kind of manipulate. And that is sometimes the definition of a narcissist here. But I don't like to put that word out there all the time. But I do feel in this situation, somebody may have had some back and forth energy, some mood swings. Maybe came in one day and was sweet talking, and then the next day just shut you off, completely cold, back and forth energy. And that's that 2 of air as well, because it left you feeling confused. They're telling me maybe even love bombing, whether you are in a relationship currently that is just feeling like somebody's going back and forth, and there's just a lot of difficulties, a lot of turmoil, a lot of trouble. I do feel like you had a decision to make. Let's see what's above you. What is coming in above you here? 4 of Earth. Yeah, 4 of Earth says that you want affection here, and you want to open yourself up to new love, because a piece of you may have shut down after being in the situation of the past with somebody that was cold or manipulative or maybe even angry or mean at times. But the 4 of Earth says you need to open yourself back up to loving, instead of hanging on so tight or putting up those walls so tightly that nobody can get in. I feel like this is where that spiritual realization is coming in here for you, Leo. And it will serve you good to open yourself up after being maybe a little bit closed off, because underneath it all, you want to open your heart, but fear, pain, and hurt may be blocking you from doing so. So let's take a look and see what else for you. We get the Death card again. So yes, you're going through some major internal transformations in the month of March that has to do with your 10 of Cups. Now, this could be about beliefs that you've had regarding your happily ever after. This could even be a situation that at one time you thought was your happily ever after. But what I'm sensing is you're aligning your energy. You are reprogramming your thoughts, retraining what your beliefs are regarding love, because underneath it all, you want this 10 of Cups. And I feel like you will achieve this. This is coming in here, but it's about you thawing your heart chakra out again. It's about you being vulnerable once again after being maybe put in a very challenging position here in the past. So let's take a look and see what's showing up for you in the near future. We have the Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit showing up says that, yes, you've been feeling a little bit isolated, maybe even been feeling a little bit lonely. Things have been slow. They're telling me that some of you may be emotionally distant from a person at this time, or you may just be in separation, or you could have broke up, but there are still emotional ties here because you are doing the healing. I'm certainly seeing that for you here. But the Hermit card is, again, about this spiritual realization. So both of these cards coming in together are really beautiful, because you're going to be grateful that you had this spiritual awakening. And once you have whatever this is coming in, now this could be something external that shows up in your life and you have an aha moment. For others of you, this is about you taking a little bit of a time out, stepping back from the whirlwinds of the world, maybe social media, maybe from your job, maybe from what other people are saying at this time, and you just kind of going inward, doing some deep meditation here. I feel like you're going to receive some aha moments of clarity that are just going to click for you, Leo, and it's actually going to bring a lot more peace and happiness and open you up to that energy of achieving and moving towards your 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is beautiful because that is the card of emotional unconditional love. It's feeling content with the people that you're with, peaceful. There's positive communication. There's love. There's goals. There's contentness. There's not the back and forth disputes that may have happened in the past. They're telling me somebody might have been very sharp with their words. They may have, if they didn't completely ghost or just cut you off, they may have been a little bit rude. Or a little bit mean with their words. So let's take a look here and clarify this Hermit. Whoa, Hermit showing up here for you. Which ones? I feel like there's a lot coming in for you in the near future. But let's take a look here. Spirit, what do we have for Leo with the Hermit? You're going to be working on your relationship if you currently are in one and you want it to work, or you are going to be focusing on mastering something in your life here. Maybe this is mastering your own self-love, your own self-care. This could be you working on projects as well, because you are in a little bit of a solitude energy. You may be focusing on maybe writing a book, doing some painting, reading books at this time, just taking a little bit of a time out or a pause for yourself. They're actually showing me you laying in a hammock at this time, Leo. So you may have a hammock at your house, or you may be dreaming of going to a place where you can just relax and lay in a hammock. But I feel like what the Eight of Pentacles here is saying is you're working on the areas of your life that fill you up, fill your own cup here. And I feel like, again, those of you in a relationship, you're working towards transforming this cycle in a relationship. Let's take a look and see what it is, Leo, that you're telling yourself in the month of March. Four of Air, healing, rejuvenation, rest, just as I was saying here with the hammock. The Four of Swords is the time of self-love. It is the sign of rejuvenation after something that may have been a little bit tumultuous here in the past. This could be, again, about going on vacation or just taking that downtime. So you're manifesting this downtime with the Hermit, which is quite good. For those of you in a relationship, you may actually be going someplace with a partner as well, and both of you disconnecting from the world. But let's take a look and see what else the Four of Wands and what else Spirit wants us to know about you taking this rest. If you've been overthinking and overworking and overanalyzing a situation that's happened in the past, don't worry here, Leo. You're going to have an aha moment of clarity that's going to help you. Yeah, Two of Swords in reverse. You're finally taking action, because this is the card that came out earlier for you. You will be taking action on an area in your life that maybe you had those blindfolds on. Maybe you didn't want to quite do what you needed to do here. You have the Two of Air showing up, and this may not have been a choice or decision that you made in the past and you've been sitting in it, but now you're finally going to make a decision once and for all to transform or transmute an energy that you are currently sitting in, because it's slow and you don't want there to be stalled progress any longer. You don't want to keep going feeling the way that you've been feeling. So let's take a look here and see what is showing up in your environment. What are your external influences surrounding you in the month of March for Leo? All right. How would you like these, please, Spirit? All right. Thank you. Okay. They want 2 and 2. All right, we have the Messenger of Earth. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. It's kind of counterintuitive because you do have slow progress here. So what they're saying here is, yes, there is an offer coming in here for you, some sort of either a love offer, some sort of awakening, but it's about doing things right this time around. It's about being honest, reliable, trustworthy. So if this has been an ongoing battle of those 3 or 4 words that I just mentioned in your relationship, whether you are single or partnered up, there's something here that's going to take a little time to build something more solid to get to that 10 of Cups energy, but I feel like it will be worth it. There is energy of long-term success, long-term love showing up here with the Knight of Earth. But again, it's something that's going to take a little time because there's healing, whether that's personal healing within yourself or it's just healing within a relationship here. Leo, I am getting that this will be worth it for you. But let's clarify what this means for you. Knight of Pentacles. Some of you may be thinking about a move as well. Maybe somebody's moving in or you're moving or somebody's moving out. Oh my gosh, you keep getting the same card here, Two of Swords. So some decisions and choices are really going to be on the forefront for you in March. And I feel like there's a little bit of nervousness here, but don't be nervous because Spirit has your back and you will have this realization here that you are loved, you are supported, and whatever decision you make will be in your highest good here, Leo. All right, so let's take a look and see what your hopes and fears are. Oh, goodness. Oh, this makes sense. Temptation and 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is the card of lying, cheating, sneaking around, trying to get away with something. It's about selfishness. It's about dishonesty. It's about hurt, hiding things, deception. It's selfish energy here. So it's partnered up with the Devil, the Temptation card. So you may have the temptation. You might be tempted to go back towards a situation that was very difficult for you, or to replay a pattern, even if it's just an obsessive pattern in your head. Even if this relationship is a long time over or you know it's done and done, it still may be affecting the present energy for you, and that's a fear. The hope here is that you can release this toxic pattern. this toxic cycle. The Seven of Swords is about things being revealed. Finally, honesty after a time of dishonesty for so long. They're telling me there was a point in your life where you didn't even know where one lie began and the other started because it was so jumbled up in the past with whoever that King of Swords, Gemini energy, Aquarius, air energy, communication here. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But I am getting the energy of just a lot of manipulation, lies, codependency, possibly addictions here. There was just a bad toxic cycle and you want to get rid of that. You want fresh new beginnings here in your life, and I certainly don't blame you. So let's take a look and see what your final outcome is. What is your final outcome here? Oh my goodness. This is a really wonderful outcome. And now I see why there was 2 and 2, because the Seven of Swords, I want you to know that this cycle is wrapping up. It is done and over. You have the decision to end this cycle. Okay, there's a transformation being had here. There's healing. But in your outcome, you have the Lovers card, which is another choice card, and you have the Two of Wands, which is another choice card as well. But it's about waiting for waiting for some sort of a result to happen, but it is happening. And that's very important that Spirit is telling you this at this time. There's an energy of planning your future. It's the energy of possibly relocating. It's stay or go energy, but it's about following your heart. What does your heart say? Are you wanting to stay in a cycle because there's some unhealed wounding from maybe your childhood, or some inner childhood wounding, or even self-worth issues? So very important message here. You have a decision to make. Again, a couple of decisions between somebody that is very important to you. And this is being patient with yourself. When the Lovers card comes up, this is a soul contract. For some of you, twin flame energy that came in to teach you some serious lessons. You may be in separation from your twin flame at this time, and you may be waiting for maybe the opportunity to bring something back together in hopes that it'll be different this time around. For others of you, it is about making the decision to walk away from a union that was too toxic for you, even though there's a lot of love, but there was just so much back and forth, lying, cheating, sneaking. For others of you that are single, this is about you finally stepping into your power, your heart chakra, and attracting the love and the soulmate that you desire here, that you've been wanting for quite some time, that you've been waiting on, because the Two of Wands can be about waiting. So a lot of you have been waiting to meet this soulmate if you haven't already. And I am seeing positive energy of this happening, especially once you have this spiritual awakening or the spiritual realization here. It's going to be a big aha moment where you're going to attract the relationship that you want to manifest in your life here. I really like this for you. It's kind of deep, and I certainly see a lot of you going through some healing, working on a lot at this time, but I feel like you're coming out stronger. You're actually coming out a better version of yourself because, Leo, you have been through the worst of it here. All right, let's take a look and get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here for Leo? Wisdom of the Oracle, Spirit. They're giving me the name Demetrius. Demetrius, if that is your name, maybe it's a place, a road, a last name, a surname, please take it as it resonates here. Oh my goodness, we have Mending. Mending. This is also card 52, which when you add that up, that is 7, and that's the card of the Chariot. So you will be not only mending either a relationship you are currently in, or maybe you're separated from, and that doesn't mean you're mending it and coming back together, although for some of you it can, but it means what you're doing is you're mending your wonderful heart, Leo. So let's take a look and read the relationship message for you from this card with the Mending. This is really beautiful. All right. And that's what that transformation is all about as well. You're going through some transformational shifts. Once you have this aha moment that kind of happens for you, or this moment of clarity, or maybe just this realization here that you want things to be different, I feel like there will be no stopping you. Now, this card is about forgiveness, and we talked about that earlier as well. It talks about making amends, healing after arguments. And the relationship message, Leo, is this. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you are to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effect of a hurt that is impacting everything you do. Even if you're not aware of it, the energy needs to be clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. Okay, so I'm going to read to you also the protection message in this, just for those of you that it may resonate with even more. It says, heartbreak is a strange healer of souls. Our grief strips away our masks and loosens our tight hold on our separateness, where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as part of a larger scheme, opening up to sympathy and empathy and dependence on others in the moment when we can't hold ourselves together. And it leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is part of this life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view this loss, this pain, this dissonance as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind, as you are loved now more than ever by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone. One day you will look back and know this as the truth. And that's what we talked about earlier. And I think that's why Spirit wanted me to talk about the protection message as well, because whatever happened here in the past, and I am getting past energy for a lot of you, even though you have a lot of choices and decisions. I feel like a lot of you that are watching this right now, you may currently be in a solitude energy, or even if you are with a partner, you're wondering what way to go from here, because you may feel a little bit emotionally disconnected, or somebody may have emotionally disconnected from you as well. Let's take a look here and see what your soul wants you to remember at this time. And this is your message here. Am I communicating my needs? Your needs matter, Leo. What are you needing right now? What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Your soul action is this. Journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? And am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter, and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? So this is about communication, and that is an issue I was seeing here for you in the past was communication, whether somebody wasn't communicating effectively, and that may be something you're working on in this union if you are currently in one, Leo, is how to communicate effectively, because they're showing me a lot of bickering, a lot of back and forth energy between you and another. Even though I don't have any other court cards out here, this could have been a common theme in the past between you and another. For a lot of you, I feel like you are, you're on a little bit of a solitude, taking a little bit of you time, but I am seeing beautiful love coming in the future. But first, there needs to be this mending energy. Now let's take a look here and get a few messages from your spirit animal oracle here. And what I'll ask you to do, Leo, is just take a moment, close your eyes if you can. Tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. Take a deep breath in from the solar plexus. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this can be an animal that flies high in the sky. Perhaps it is an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps it is an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or domesticated. Perhaps it is an animal that you had as a child, or maybe you have currently, or maybe one that has crossed over that you loved very much. There is no right or wrong answer, Leo. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that need, again, a moment, just take a moment. And now we are going to get your messages. But first, if you would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, Leo, All you need to do is post whatever animal you just seen in your mind's eye in the comment box below. And I personally will enter you into that free monthly reading giveaway. All right, so do make sure you have subscribed if you haven't already, so you are notified around the first of the month when I do announce that winner right back here on this channel. So your first animal we have is Koala, Spirit. Koala, it says Spirit has a plan. So there is a plan behind all of this that you've been through here. There's a plan for new love to come in as well, or a new shift in a current love. So Spirit has a plan. Your answers have been heard is what I'm hearing. So if you've been doing a lot of praying, connecting with your guides, your angels, Spirit, universe here, I feel like the universe is answering your prayers. Next we have Eagle. Eagle, Spirit. Spirit has your back. So not only does Spirit have a plan, but Spirit has your back and your best interest here at heart. Next here we have Hawk. Let Spirit be your guide. Wow, we're getting kind of the same messages here. Really beautiful, because the first three cards, Spirit has a plan, Spirit has your back, and let Spirit be your guide. So really beautiful energy. Next we have Dolphin. This and that are true. So this card is about adding a little more playfulness to your life, but it's also about what you believe to be true. It may not necessarily be true, but is it true to you is the most important thing here. Next we have Bat, Spirit. And this is that transformation energy, and it says a rebirth is reassured. So absolutely, you are going through a rebirth. You are going through a beautiful awakening at this time. And that's what I'm getting with the spiritual realization here. You're coming out stronger. And bats also, they have the ears. They sonar waves, they can listen. So do pay attention to any ringing in your ears, any additional noises that your ears may pick up. This may be Spirit's way of trying to get your attention. Obviously, if it is something medical, please do seek medical guidance. But I feel for a lot of you, Spirit is going to try to get your attention through ears as well. All right. Really beautiful energy here for you, Leo. You're going through some changes, but you're landing out on top of things here. You're not going to let these fears bring you down. And for any of you that are interested in any of the decks that you see above or any used during your reading, you can find all of that linked in the description box below. Last but not least here, we're going to get a message from the crystal spirits. All right, and we have clear quartz, clear quartz. Very beautiful energy you can see here, clear quartz. It's also card 18, which is the energy of the moon. So anything that has been cloudy or needs a little bit of clarity on, you will be receiving the clarity you needed. And this is also about divine guidance as well. So card 18, we're just going to read the relationship message for you before we close down your reading. This is about amplification. It's about it's about expansion. It's about growth. And we're going to read the relationship message here for you. It's easy to magnify the flaws in others and forget to reflect on where you might need to grow. When clear quartz spirit appears, it's a sign for you to turn your attention to all that is wonderful in the people you care about, in yourself, and in all your relationships. Grow what is good. Grow what is working. No one can be all things to all people at all times. So cut yourself and your partner, if you have one, some slack. Today, celebrate who you are and what you experience in your relationships that helps you feel loved and appreciated, and share that celebration with others. Say thank you to the people in your life who make it better in so many different ways. I really like this for you here because it's talking again about clarity. And it's talking about finally holding a magnifying glass to your life and really taking a deep inventory of what is working and what is not. Because when you realize what is working and what is not, then you're able to move forward and transcend in this energy. And I feel like that's what this spiritual awakening is all about for you here, Leo, with the pinecone energy. And with that, you will be able to mend any of the issues, any of the hurt, any of the pain, any of the blockages or the karmic cycles cycles or patterns that you have been enduring in maybe past relationships or your current relationship at this time. So be assured that clarity will be yours this month, and you will be making a turn for the better. I feel like you will be finally starting to make progress in your love life, especially if there has been a stalled energy, or you just feel like you've been spinning your wheels, not getting anywhere. There is an end of that cycle coming in, and I am feeling a little more energy, even 6 to 8 weeks out, they're telling me. So whenever you are watching this, it could be 6 to 8 weeks out where you really have that aha moment of clarity, and you're feeling really good inside and out with the progress of where you are going. So that is what I have for you, Leo. I hope it does resonate. If so, please hit that thumbs up button or like button. It certainly does help get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most. Also, feel free to post your comment, your power animal in the comment below. I will enter you into that free monthly reading giveaway, and subscribe if you haven't already, Leo. And I'm sending all of you wonderful souls a lot of love and light. Till next time.